like me now? Welcome to Radio Bravery Live. I'm your host, Justin Belshaw.
How you like me now? How you like me now? How you like me now? Remember the time?
Do you remember the time when I broke the news and we were correct and we empowered you with knowledge? We are live, youtube.com/RadioBravery, facebook.com/RadioBravery. Go ahead and check out the beta site, radiobravery.wixsite.com/news. I'm your host, Justin Belshaw. Boom, we got a lot of energy today. We got our yerba mate busting out. We've got our Alpha Power Brain Force. Did 2 workouts today. Took my caveman supplement, feeling good. Starting to almost bust out of this coat. I might need to get a new coat here. My arms are not fitting in here anymore. Ugh, feeling good. Welcome to Radio Bravery. This is Radio Bravery Live. The dancing news host. Coming in with How Do You Like Me Now? How do you like me now? I'm Justin Belshaw. I like me now. I hope you do too. Yeah. Welcome. Let's go ahead and get to the news here, as we've got a lot to cover. The first thing I'm going to start with is this ad that I just had play for me while I was waiting for the heavy to start. It's this website called Grammarly, and it's all about disempowering yourself. Not learning anymore, shutting off your brain, and letting a computer do the work for you. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. That's where society's going, and that's what we need, right? To stop using our brains. Yeah, totally. Let's go ahead and play this ad for you right now, because it's just incredible how much they want you to rely on them. They want you to rely on their new systems. And they do not want you to actually think for yourself, learn for yourself, or gain any knowledge. And that's not what this show is about. This show is about empowering you, getting you to think for yourself, do your own research, and don't let this thing atrophy. Don't let this baby atrophy, okay? You want this thing to get strong. You want this thing to get powerful. Knowledge is power, folks. So don't use this pathetic app, Grammarly. These are the morons that use Grammarly.
You need to get Grammarly.
I write pretty much all day, every day, and
I never correct my own words. I don't have a dictionary.
It actually is correcting everything.
I'm just going to pause this. I have a dictionary in my bag that I carry around with me everywhere I go. And I try to look up at least 3 words every single day that I hear that I don't know. Well, it's pretty hard because my grammar's getting better. And I usually know most words that I hear throughout the entire day, so I really don't even have a chance to look up words a lot of time. But I don't use a stupid computer or Google or something like that. I actually use a paper book, which studies show gets your brain extremely more active having to search for something rather than let a computer search for it for you.
Grammar errors, spelling errors, and even helps me find the right words to use so I can say what I want to say.
Oh, yours. Did you see that? It just corrected the word your for them. These people are so unintelligent, clearly, that they don't even know how to spell your. They don't even know how to spell tomorrow. These are things that are taught in elementary school, folks, and they're just trying to give you an app so that you don't even have to think elementary school level. Incredible.
Mistakes before I hit send.
I downloaded Grammarly around my freshman year because I was just horrible at typing.
Grammarly is like my secret weapon for writing papers.
Well, why don't you try to expand your horizons and your spectrum and get better at typing instead of just staying at this exact same level? Do you think you're learning by letting an app just correct everything for you? Do you think that's going to teach you anything at all? Oh, no, it's not. It is not, clearly, and I don't even think, I think these people know, I mean, these are just actors, obviously, but I'm sure the people using this app know that they're not learning anything, they're not gaining anything from this. They're just like, oh, cool, this is a lot easier. I don't even have to work as hard at all.
Resume, you don't want any errors when it's your first impression.
I use Grammarly for important emails, social media posts, which there are a lot of.
I've used every tool out there, and Grammarly is by far the best for improving your writing.
Grammarly is making me a better writer, and it's...
No, it is not. No, it is not making you a better writer. Grammarly is changing your writing for you, and you are not thinking at all. When you go to write, you still write shitty. You still write shittily. You still write horribly. You still write awfully. You still write unintelligently. Not grammarly at all. You write non-grammarly. You write unintellectually. You are a cuck. You are a pseudo-intellectual, and you have learned nothing. The only thing that is learning is the computer.
In Grammarly, if you're a student,
My family.
My peers, my colleagues.
It's like having your own personal proofreader for free.
Download Grammarly for free at Grammarly.com.
Why do you think it's free, folks? Why do you think it is absolutely free to have an app like that you can just have everything that you make a mistake corrected for you, and you never have to think about your mistakes anymore at all? You never have to learn. You never have to get better at writing. Basically, this one of the guys says it writes my paper for me. Yeah, that's called plagiarism. That's called cheating. That's called cheating. It is not learning. It just makes me incredibly, incredibly sad and disappointed in our society that that's where we are today. That people would rather use an app than actually learn anything, than actually change anything in their grammar or their spelling or their ability to do either. It just boggles my mind. I don't know. I cannot believe it. I just had to start with that because it was, I mean, come on, people. Come on, seriously. I'm not that smart. I did not go to college. I don't want to go to college, but I did not go to college, and I barely got through high school, but I would never use that app, and I'm pretty good at spelling. I'm pretty great at grammar. I'm pretty great at writing, and it's not because I used an app my entire life. It's because I used a dictionary. I've almost always carried a dictionary around with me my entire life growing up. I love dictionaries. I love learning. I used to love reading. I'm trying to get back into reading more. You know what gets your brain working and gets it non-atrophied? Reading, yeah. As Immortal Technique says, read a book, motherfucker. Read a book. I mean, that's just incredible. Now let's jump into some news here. This one's from click2houston.com. Police believe man found with small arsenal at Hyatt Regency downtown had no intent to use. Oh, really? Really? A man who's been arrested on multiple charges after police located a small arsenal of guns on the top floor of the Hyatt Regency on Louisiana Street downtown Houston has been identified as 49-year-old Russell Lawrence Ziemba. Police at the hotel called for backup around 1:30 a.m. Sunday after they attempted to arrest the man for being intoxicated and trespassing. Oh, then they noticed he had a bunch of ammunition laying around the hotel. The man was arrested for unlawfully carrying a weapon and trespassing. When investigators looked into his room further, they located an AR-15, a shotgun, a handgun, and lots of ammunition. Yeah, definitely kind of mirrors Las Vegas, doesn't it? Really questioning. At least we see that plot foiled, whatever it was. But now they're saying, oh, they don't believe he was going to do anything. No need to worry. Go back to sleep, America. Go back to sleep. No problem here. While they have giant walls and fortresses of security around New York City right now, and they're going to be there all day. They have 50,000 police or something like that. The man's white Chevrolet Silverado was located and towed to be searched. Ziemba told the police he was in the hotel to celebrate New Year's and admitted to drinking for a few days. Incredible. So yeah, that is just breaking there last night. Then we've got this news, very unfortunate, very sad, tragic news out of Denver. Sheriff's deputy killed by gunmen who fired 100 rounds in ambush attack that left 4 other cops and 2 civilians injured in New Year's Eve tragedy near Denver. The Douglas County Sheriff's Office has reported that 5 deputies were shot and 1 fatally. Zachary Parrish, 29, was killed and is survived by his wife and 2 daughters. It's so awful. It's so tragic. I'm so sorry to hear that. The other 4 deputies were named as Deputy Mike Doyle, 28, Deputy Taylor Davis, 30, Deputy Jeffrey Pell, 32, and Officer Tom O'Donnell, 41. Douglas County Sheriff Tony Spurlock said the officers were in stable condition. Deputies were responding to a verbal disturbance call between two roommates around 5:15 a.m. on Sunday at an apartment complex in Highlands Ranch. Two civilians were also shot in the incident, and the suspect was also killed. The sheriff's office issued a code red instructing residents in the area to shelter in place. A motorcade was held for Parrish, leaving Littleton Adventist Hospital, traveling along Colorado State Highway 470. 3 patients, all in non-critical condition, were admitted to the Sky Ridge Medical Center, but it is unclear if they are law enforcement or civilians. Very sad, very tragic. We'll continue to cover that as it unfolds, but some nutbag just shoots off 100 rounds at police and civilians because he's in an argument with his roommate. On Sunday afternoon, President Trump sent a message of sympathy, tweeting, "My deepest condolences to the victims of the terrible shooting in Douglas County and their families. We love our police and our law enforcement. God bless them all." And that is such a step forward from Barack Obama, who never was out there, never saying anything good about the police, just trying to create more division between black people and the police, just creating this mentality that all police are out to get black people, which is an absolute lie. I've known dozens of police officers throughout my life as very, very great people, and that's why on my Twitter account I've got the thin blue line flag, because I support police officers. I don't support them all. Of course, there are human beings out there who do shitty things and are bad people, but most police officers are good people who deserve respect, who are there to protect you and treat you with respect. And that's where it starts, okay? That's the biggest part of this war between civilians and police, or people of minority and police. What if you walk up to someone, anyone at all, you know what? You need to treat them with the way you want to be treated. It's a simple adage, treat others as if you would wish to be treated. It's a very simple adage, and those adages are the most important. That's where they hit real home, is because someone else's response is over 50% in relation to your original address. Okay, so if you come at someone and you're like, F you, mother effer, or blah, 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 I didn't effing do anything, then they're going to be defensive towards you. And then negative, oh, situation. Weird. That's so weird. Yeah, that's how those things happen. So treat other people with respect. Treat other people how you'd like to be treated, including police officers, because they are humans too. They are people too, just like you and me. They have families too. They don't deserve this. They don't deserve to be murdered. They're out there to protect you and to serve you and to serve the people. And the more that we treat each other like that, the less these incidents will happen between police and civilians. So that's what I have to say about that. Treat everyone with respect. Treat everyone the way you wish to be treated, okay? Next article I want to cover here is from thehill.com. Kobach, Election Integrity Commission has been bogged down by litigation, quote. Goes on to say here... Kansas Secretary of State Chris Kobach said in a new interview that President Trump's election integrity panel has been unable to meet for months due to several lawsuits against the panel. Quote, much of the past few months have been spent by commission staff answering discovery requests for information and drafting affidavits and things like that, going through the legwork of litigation, and that takes time. Kobach said, according to a Topeka Capital Journal, quote, we have a very small staff in D.C., and that staff has been bogged down by litigation. Quote, I'm not aware of any presidential commission that has encountered so much litigation from special interest groups. So you have numerous special interest groups suing and creating affidavits and discovery requests, just bogging down this committee so that they have no time to actually look into the Roy Moore, Doug Jones election, to look into the election fraud where at least 6 states had voter fraud in it towards Hillary Clinton. As a result, the commission has not met since September, and that is the absolute goal, to just try to impede it as long as possible and just wait it out. but the committee will likely meet again in January, the Topeka Capital Journal reported. The commission has been a source of controversy since it was formed in May. Trump has repeatedly claimed without evidence that widespread voter fraud cost him the popular vote in the 2016 presidential election. Well, they've already done numerous studies, numerous research studies, finding that over 6 million illegal voters voted. So that makes a puts a sure curve on the election, and it was, I mean, I think we can all guess that it was towards Hillary Clinton. Yeah, there was 6 million illegal voters, not to mention up to, between that, there's another 3 million who were dead people, they believe. And so, yeah, that's up to 9 million election fraud voters. And that, you know, this commission, the Election Integrity Commission, I mean, I don't know what's wrong with the election integrity. Don't we all want our votes to be actually counted? Don't we want the real democracy in this country? Don't we want things to actually be followed through with at the will of the American people? Don't we want our voices to actually be heard? I don't know. I mean, what's crazy about that? Election integrity. Election integrity. Yeah, no, we can't have that, folks. We can't have that. Not with special interest groups in this country constantly harassing and suing the panel just to make sure that they can't do any work and get any investigations done. There's never actually been a nationwide effort to look at the scope of voter fraud, Kobach told CNN in May. Why wouldn't we want to collect as much data as possible? Good question. Why? Why? Maybe because Hillary Clinton is a liar and a cheater, and she cheated the American people, and she stole the nomination from Bernie. She tried to steal the election from Trump, and she's a bitter clinger who lost. And we are going to find it all out come 2018. It's all gonna come out, baby. All the truth in news. That's what we are here at Radio Bravery Live. Truth in journalism. Real news, real truth, real research, real investigations, real facts, real headlines, and we follow the headlines. Knowledge is power. Think for yourself. Do your own research, okay? Don't trust me. Trust your gut. Now let's move to this next article here. This is from Infowars.com, as they link also to ZeroHedge.com, the site breaking this. DHS, Department of Homeland Security, announces program to illegally scan American faces. While biometrics are only at certain major airports now, full implementation of these scanners could cost Americans up to $1 billion, says study. Both Congress and the Department of Homeland Security have never justified the biometric scanners at airports that could cost Americans $1 billion in 2018. As TSA agents continue to prove their incompetence in the war on terror, the Department of Homeland Security is now allocating $1 billion in taxpayer funding to create a facial recognition program that will illegally scan Americans' faces. Yeah, we have a Fourth Amendment, folks. The right to not be surveilled, the right to no unlawful searches or seizures, and this is unconstitutional. A study conducted by Georgetown's Law Centers for Privacy and Technology, Georgetown Law Center for Privacy and Technology looked at the biometric scanners that are creating an inventory of faces of individuals leaving the country at airports across the United States. While they are only at certain major airports right now, the full implementation of these scanners could cost Americans up to $1 billion. The study noted that while 9/11 response and biometric exit account created by Congress has the funds for the program, neither Congress nor DHS have ever justified the need to program, especially considering Department of Homeland Security has never actually stopped a terrorist attack ever. Never. It is called security theater, folks. Security theater. That's what Homeland Security, Department of Homeland Security is all about. Just an absolute joke to take our rights away and infringe upon our liberties. The study also found that the biometric scanners used by DHS are not only are not reliable, but often make mistakes. In fact, according to DHS's own data, DHS's face recognition systems erroneously reject as many as 1 in 25 travelers as valid credentials. This means that at the country's busiest airports, more than 1,500 travelers could be wrongfully denied boarding in a single day. As the Free Thought Project has reported, while the biometric scanners are currently located at the major airports in Boston, Chicago, Houston, Atlanta, New York City, District of Columbia, DHS has made it clear that the plan to roll this program out by January 2018. Senators Ed Markey, a Democrat from Massachusetts, and Mike Lee, a Republican from Utah, criticized the privacy implications and called for Homeland Security to halt the facial recognition scanning program in a letter to DHS Secretary Christian Nielsen. We request that DHS stop the expansion of this program and provide Congress with its explicit statutory authority to use and expand biometric exit program on U.S. citizens. Now that article is out of Infowars.com and ZeroHedge.com. DHS announces program to illegally scan American faces. So go ahead and check that out for yourself. Do your own research. Now I've got another article from ZeroHedge.com. Wiener laptop documents Assange warrant issued 2 weeks after Swedish election leaks warning. A confidential document found on Anthony Weiner's laptop reveals that the United States Embassy in Stockholm, Sweden, expressed concerns in 2010 that WikiLeaks would release classified U.S. documents related to Sweden ahead of the September 19th Swedish election, tipping the vote towards the Pirate Party. The subject of the cable reads, WikiLeaks, the Pirate Party's White House into Sweden's parliament, ? On June 29, 2010, a U.S. diplomat met with 3 members of the Pirate Party, which is described in the cable as a mixture between communism and libertarianism, yet whose members are all well-salaried professionals, independent from the party or income. 2 of the pirates, according to the report, were active in the youth branch of the Conservative Party currently leading government. The embassy cable notes the grim electoral outlook for pirates as confirmed by a Pirate Party member interviewed by the U.S. diplomat, unless WikiLeaks saves the day. So they've got an actual picture of this leaked document, classification extended confidential 4/25/2017. Cable found on Anthony Weiner's laptop, which was obtained by Judicial Watch's FOIA lawsuit. Judicial Watch is always obtaining the most ballin' documents for us. Just incredible. The emergence of this confidential document found on Anthony Weiner's laptop and sent while his wife, Huma Abedin, was Secretary of State Hillary Clinton's deputy chief of staff, is disturbing, as it potentially implicates the Obama administration in a conspiracy to silence Julian Assange while Hillary Clinton was Secretary of State. Not to mention that it could be the smoking gun in yet another clear case of mishandled information found on imprisoned sexual deviant and child molester Anthony Weiner's laptop. The FBI's Peter Strzok and crew must have somehow overlooked it. Oh, I'm sure they did. I'm sure they overlooked it by covering their eyes like this and burying their head in the sand. I know nothing. I know nothing. On August 20th, 2010, the Swedish prosecutor's office issued an arrest warrant for Julian Assange over rape allegation just 2 weeks after the U.S. Embassy met with the Pirate Party and had concerns over Assange leaking U.S. secrets. Oh, weird, weird. Man, what a coinkadink. Yeah, that ain't no coincidence, folks. That ain't no coincidence. Julian Assange is not a rapist. He's been in the public eye for years. He's never been known to do anything like that. The only allegation that's ever came out 2 weeks after he was known to have information that would have implicated U.S. diplomats Anthony Weiner, Huma Abedin, Hillary Clinton, Obama. They're all trying to silence him. These all are people breaking the law every single day in collaboration together. It is incredible, incredible. So that is breaking on zerohedge.com today. This next article I'm going to go to is from Infowars.com. Exclusive, whistleblower exposes horrific conditions inside Amazon. From bed bugs to migrants washing their butts in the sink. Oh yeah, incredible. Let's go ahead and oh, I don't even know if I can. I'm not going to play this clip. It's too long. It's 45 minutes long. But it goes on to say there is a guy, former Amazon employee and whistleblower Adam, talks to Alex Jones about the company's filthy manufacturing practices, mistreatment of employees, company culture, and more. Go and check out that video for yourself. Sometimes Infowars doesn't clip the video short enough so you can actually just go to it. But the article is titled Exclusive, Whistleblower Exposes Horrific Conditions Inside Amazon from Bed Bugs to Migrants Washing Their Butts in the Sink. Yeah, folks, that is what's going on over at Amazon. That is an insider who worked at Amazon who doesn't want to disclose his name, called Adam. So go ahead and check that video out for yourself. Now I'm going to go this next article from the Daily Caller. Trump rushed to stand for Iranian protesters. Obama failed to do the same. While his predecessor was hesitant and perhaps overly cautious, President Donald Trump was quick to offer his support to Iranian protesters that are critical of the country's leadership. Tensions are running high in Iran as significant anti-government protests, the largest in years, have broken out in cities across the country. The protests began Thursday in the second most populous city, Mashtad, with people expressing dissatisfaction with Iran's growing economic problems. The following day, the protests spread to half a dozen cities and evolved into broad anti-government demonstrations. While protesters numbered in the hundreds, in some places there were thousands in others. Donald Trump then tweeted on December 29th at 7:42 p.m., many reports of peaceful protests by Iranian citizens fed up with the regime's corruption and its squandering of the nation's wealth to fund terrorism abroad. Iranian government should respect their people's rights, including the right to express themselves. The world is watching. Incredible, incredible. Donald Trump steps it up again for the free rights of people across the world, saying, let the people express themselves. The government should respect the will of the people and the people's rights, especially the right to express themselves. Did Donald Trump go out and say, no, you can't be out in the streets, protesting me in my election? No, he did not, because he respects the Constitution. He respects the will of the people. He respects the right to free speech, and that is so incredibly far different from our traitor-in-chief, Barry Soetoro, Barack Obama, the worst president we ever have had. Now, the next article I'm going to cover here coincides with that first one. This is from thehill.com. Trump earns praise for support of Iranian protesters. President Trump on Sunday earned praise from lawmakers and former government officials for his approach to the protests taking place in Iran. The Trump administration has taken a strong stance supporting peaceful demonstrators protesting against the government in Tehran, with Trump tweeting about it multiple times, and Vice President Pence and U.S. Ambassador to the United Nations Nikki Haley also voicing support. His position has bipartisan appeal, with Democrats, including Trump's former presidential opponent Hillary Clinton, making similar statements over the past few days in support of the protesters. Quote, the people are finally getting wise as to how their money and wealth is being stolen and squandered on terrorism, Trump said early Sunday. Looks like they will not take it any longer. The USA is watching very closely for human rights violations. Yes, yes. Incredible, incredible. Incredible. Just read the news for yourself, folks. Just actually go and do your own research. And you see that Donald Trump is standing up for people all over the world. He's standing up for people for their human rights, and he's not letting them be infringed. And he's warning countries all over. He already did it to Saudi Arabia. And guess what? They started rounding up the scum who've been leeching off of their country. Now he's warning Iran, you better stop it. The USA is watching. If you make human rights violation, we're coming after you. No more, folks. No more will the swamp just suck the teats of the people. No. No more. We are not going to be parasitically taken advantage of. We are not going to watch this go on anymore. Donald Trump's not going to stand here and take it. He is not going to watch the country of Iran's money being squandered and stolen and used on terrorism. Nope, not anymore. This is where we are today. Incredible, incredible news. I love to see Donald Trump standing up for the free people of Iran and saying that they have the right to protest, as right now they're being water cannoned and all kinds of things, which is very unfortunate, but I don't think Trump's going to stand for it, so we'll continue to cover that as it develops. As the Daily Mail reports, Iran blacks out social media as President Rouhani slams Trump in address to his nation after defiant protesters face water cannon and hundreds of arrests on fourth day of demonstrations. The president of Iran is now telling his people that Donald Trump is calling Iranians terrorists. What a dumb piece of garbage. You dumb, idiot, manipulative scumbag trying to deceive your people, saying that Donald Trump is calling him terrorists while he's standing up for their free rights while you water can him, you piece of trash. You piece of inhuman garbage. That makes me so mad. You know, I'm never for intervention, but topple this guy. Topple this President Rouhani. Send him to the slammer. No more garbage. Nope, we are draining the swamp. This president, piece of scum, parasite, just leeching off of his people, leeching off of the free rights, water cannoning free, peaceful protesters. Absolutely disgraceful, disgusting scum. And Donald Trump is coming for you, buddy. He is coming for you, just like he came for ISIS. You scum, you dirty, 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 inhuman piece of trash. Donald Trump is coming for you, just like he came for ISIS. And you represent ISIS, you represent terrorism, you represent milking, leeching, and deceiving and parasitically using other countries and your people, and we are not going to take it anymore. We are coming for you, and you are going to fall, President Rouhani. No, no, no. Oh, you are done, boy. Oh, it is good. It feels good to watch these evil, evil dirtbags who just are parasites and leeches, just leech off of their people. Oh, I love to see them fall. I love it. As they round them up in Saudi Arabia, they're going to start rounding them up in Iran. You are done. You are done. You're evil. You're bad. You're negative. All you have is darkness, and the light is going to shine on you, cockroaches. The next article I'm going to cover here is from thehill.com. Most key federal agencies have cut staff under Trump report. Oh, another campaign promise coming true as government gets smaller and smaller and smaller. Oh, I bet CNN hates that. They're going to have to report on it. They're going to have to report real news. Oh, Trump followed through with another campaign promise. Oh, God, what a jerk. A number of key federal agencies have seen their staff numbers decrease under the Trump administration, according to a report from the Washington Compost. Oh, wow, they're once again being forced to produce real news. Ha ha. The Post reported that every cabinet agency has seen their permanent staff members shrink under Trump, with the exception of the Departments of Homeland Security, Veterans Affairs, and Interior. Oh, yeah. He's actually supporting our veterans. The only administrations that haven't lost employees are the Veterans Affairs and Homeland Security. incredible. Incredible, incredible, incredible. I love it. I love it. I love it. Winning, winning, winning. This country is becoming great again. It's just a fact. Follow the headlines for yourself, folks. Do your own research. The staff cuts represented a fulfillment of President Trump's campaign promise to make cuts in the federal bureaucracy and reverse former President Barry Soetoro's hiring expansion. Trump is set to announce new cuts as part of a 2019 budget, which is aimed at decreasing the deficit to pay for recently passed GOP-backed tax law. Incredible. That's from thehill.com. Most federal agencies have cut staff under Trump. That's the first time in years, folks. The first time in years. More firsts all the time. Now let's move to this next article. This is from the dailymail.com. Excuse me. The dailymail.com reports Trump criticized for profiting from public office. Really? As tickets to his very glam Mar-a-Lago New Year's Eve party, which he and Melania will be attending, sell for $750 each. Members get tickets for $600 each. The NYE party on Sunday night will be Trump's first since becoming president. He has not had a single party the entire year, and now he's having one party, and now he's being criticized for profiting from public office. Really? Really? Let's see. Really? So Trump's profiting from public office. Huh, that's funny, because I got this meme here from The Gay Who Strayed on Instagram. I'm going to pull it up for you. This is The Gay Who Strayed, one of my favorite people to follow on Instagram. She is hilarious, and she's got hot American babes all the time, too. Look at this meme. Net worth before running for president. Trump's $4.5 billion. Now, $3.5 billion. Down $1 billion. Down $1 billion. Trump has lost $1 billion while being in office. But still, they criticize, oh, he's making money off public office. No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. That is not true. You are factually incorrect. You are factually incorrect. That is not true. But look at the Obamas, $3 million before running for president. Now, $40 million. Whoa, that's a $37 million increase. Obama gained $37 million. Trump has lost $1 billion from being in office. $1 billion. $1 billion down. But people still say, I'm not even kidding you, all the time to me, Trump's gaining money while in office. All he cares about is money. No, that is not true. You are incorrect, and I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, but you're fucking wrong. That is just a fact. You're wrong, and I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just trying to tell you it's so frustrating. Oh, Trump's trying to make money. No, he's not. No, he's not. He's lost $1 billion, folks. He's lost $1 billion. That's why I'm going to show you this next headline. Look at this. This is from QZ.com, Quartz.com. Donald Trump lost $1 billion and dropped 220 places down the Forbes rich list. Yeah, folks. Oh, but they got a funny picture of him here. Got a funny picture of him, and people are still gonna say that he is making money off the presidency. No, he's not. No, he's not. You are incorrect. You are incorrect. Look at the headlines. Follow the headlines yourself. Do your own research. Donald Trump has lost $1 billion and dropped 220 places. 220 places on the Forbes rich list and $1 billion down. Yeah, because it's not about money. It's not about gaining for him. He's sacrificed his entire life, his entire family, his entire fortune just to try to give you money, just to try to bring our country back. He's losing money. He's losing popularity. He's getting harassed and attacked and death threats every single day. Do you think he has to do this? Do you think he wants to do this? No. He's doing this for you, and you need to wake the hell up and be grateful that our country is just at the biggest tax cut in 30 years, 34 years, and we have a 17-year unemployment, all-time low unemployment for Latinos, 17-year unemployment for black people, but people still want to say Donald Trump's just in this for money. Donald Trump's just doing that for money. No, he is not. Wake the hell up and do your own research. Read the headlines for yourself. Read an article. Don't just talking point. I heard that from Jake Tapper. I heard that from Wolf Blitzer. I heard that from Anderson Cooper. I heard that from Charlie Rose. I heard that from Jeff Poop Barrow. I mean, just an absolute joke, folks. Do your own research. I'm not trying to be mean. It's just really, really frustrating when I do my own research all day long. All day long. And you just argue with me. No, Justin, he's just trying to make money. No, he's not. He's losing money. He's lost $1 billion. He's down 220 places on the Forbes list. Oh, it's incredible. All right, now let's go. Let's move forward here to the next article. This is from Breitbart.com. Trump's war on regulations. More than 1,500 withdrawn, delayed, or under review. More than 1,500 regulations withdrawn, delayed, or under review. Plus $570 million in savings. Wow, folks. Those are the numbers. Shortly after being elected president, Donald Trump signed an executive order directing all federal agencies to find 2 regulations to cut for every new one issued. Agencies also were asked to pay for new regulatory costs by eliminating existing rules. In December, Trump said the goals set out in that executive order had not only been met, but exceeded. We blew our target out of the water, Trump said, noting that his administration had eliminated 22 regulations for every new one put in place. Wow. Wow. Man, hats off. My hat is off. These headlines just blow me away. That's incredible. Wow. 22 regulations have been eliminated for every new regulation put in place. 22 to 1. 22 to 1. 22 to 1. That is incredible, folks. $570 million have been saved because of regulation cuts. Wow. Wow. This country is becoming incredibly great. And wow, it is all thanks to Donald Trump. And I'm sorry. I just have to support him every day. Every day I support him a little more. I don't think he's a perfect guy. I don't think he says the perfect things. I think he acts like a jackass sometimes. But I'm willing to put up with it because I'm getting more money in my pocket. I'm getting more respect as an American. We're getting more respect as a country. Our infrastructure's building. Our unemployment's down. I mean, what is there to hate, folks? It's incredible. Now I'm going to move to this next article from dailymail.com. Another sicko being arrested. Man 34 is arrested for giving unwanted massage to a boy 13 years old as they waited at an airport for luggage carousel at a luggage carousel before handing him money to say thank you. What a sick mother. These people. I hate pedophiles. And I want them to just... I think pedophiles should get the death penalty. They're absolute disgusting scum. Police say Shorwin Shagan touched the 13-year-old boy at a luggage carousel in Newark Liberty International Airport around 3:10 p.m. Friday. Note stated, quote, "This money is for letting me give you a massage. Thank you." What a sick, disgusting creep. Oh, God. Cops say it also contained alarming content, but did not elaborate on what it was. Oh, he also gave him some alarming content with the money. God, gross. The police tracked down Shagan down in a hotel near the airport where they found similar notes. Wow, he's apparently notorious for giving out disgusting notes to little boys in public and then giving them massages and then going to his hotel and jerking off all over some freaking disgusting collage probably. What a sick... Oh, God, that's so gross. He's notorious along the West Coast as a piggyback bandit who visits local high schools, posing as a team volunteer and leaping on the back of sports stars. Oh, what a sick... This is... Oh, my God. This guy is disgusting looking. Oh, just a fat blob of garbage. Oh, my God. Oh, I can't even cover this article anymore. Oh, God. This guy is from Bothell, Washington, where the company that I work for has a place located. I know people who go there all the time. Oh, this is sick. This guy is disgusting. I hope he gets a death penalty. What a piece of garbage. Just go to hell. Oh, my God. All right, I'm going to move this last article here. I've gotten a little out of control. I've got way too much energy here. This is Radio Bravery Live, youtube.com/RadioBravery. Please don't forget to subscribe today. I'm very, very grateful for you. Very grateful for all the subscribers I've gained. This last article is from Breitbart.com. 15-year-old girl stabbed to death by child migrant in drugstore in the German town of Kandel. A 15-year-old girl was stabbed to death by her Afghan ex-boyfriend in a local drugstore, shocking locals. The attack occurred earlier this week and saw Afghan asylum seeker Abdul D. stab 15-year-old Mia reportedly with a kitchen knife until customers were able to drag him off her and hold him until police arrived. According to investigators, the incident came as a result of a dispute between the asylum seeker and the victim, who no longer wanted to be in a relationship with him. The parents of the victim also told police that Abdul D had threatened their daughter earlier this month and had told her he was going to take care of her. Abdul came to Germany in April 2016, illegally claiming to be an unaccompanied minor seeking asylum. Investigators say they're in the process of trying to determine whether or not Abdul lied about his age when he entered the country. Yeah, folks, that's pretty much the most common thing today is asylum seekers lying about their age. And you look at this guy, he's got a 5 o'clock shadow. He looks like he's probably like 23 or 24, and yeah, he's not an unaccompanied minor, folks. Most of these terrorist migrants aren't. They are just radical Islamic nutcases who are going to stab 15-year-old girls, rape people in the streets, and that's what's happening all over Germany right now. That's from Bild magazine or newspaper out of Germany, and linked to by Breitbart.com. But we are going to end this broadcast here on Radio Bravery Live. Those are the headlines. That's the news, the real news. Don't forget to do your own research. Think for yourself. Please don't trust me. Please never just trust me. Trust your gut and do your own research, because knowledge is power. I want you to follow the headlines. I don't want you to trust me. I want you to do your own research, please. And that is the show for today. Please subscribe. Again, we now have 25 subscribers on Radio Bravery Live, youtube.com/RadioBravery. You can also find me on facebook.com/RadioBravery, on Twitter and Instagram at Radio Bravery, and then the beta site is radiobravery.com or radiobravery.wixsite.com/news, soon to be radiobravery.com. Thank you so much again for joining me. I am so grateful for you. I love you all. I am full of positivity and life, and encouragement and hope for the future. 2018 is going to be an incredible year, and I thank you so much for joining me and subscribing. It wouldn't be possible without all of you. I thank you so much. You are my heroes. You are my short change heroes, and we're gonna take you out with a heavy short change hero. How do you like me now? Because I like me a lot now, and I am feeling very good, very positive. And yeah, this is Radio Bravery Live. We'll follow the headlines tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining me. Happy New Year's. 2018 is going to be incredible. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you. Have a great evening. Be safe out there. Don't drink and drive. Be safe. I love you. I want you to get home safe to your families, and I want you to make this country great, because it's you that makes this country great. Thank you so much. Be safe. Happy New Year. I love you. 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 Thank you so much. This is Radio Bravery Live, and I'm Justin Belshaw. I'll be here tomorrow, and I'll be here all year for you. Knowledge is power. Thank you so much. Putting up with my dancing, my singing, my wild fun. I like to be positive, inhale positivity, and still